The man made his own soap. Whenever the women in the village stopped by to buy some, he would treat them to his homemade rice wine. He was a true jack of all trades. He had just about every license you could think of, but the local grandmas joked that for a man who could do anything, the only thing he couldn't do was find a wife. One day, a girl from the big city came to open a dental clinic. The man immediately turned into a real estate agent and showed her properties. They wound through the narrow alleys, and she began to worry she was being scammed. She only relaxed when she saw he was on good terms with the police, but the man was in no rush at all. He stopped at every house to check on the elderly. Taking his time, the girl grew quite impatient. He even paused to say hello to a deaf grandma using sign language. One grandma was so grateful that she gave them each a drink. Even though the girl hadn't done a thing, she felt like she was getting credit just by standing next to him. Finally, they reached the shop space, and believe it or not, they walked for 3 hours but only spent 3 minutes viewing the place. Before she knew it, it was time to sign the contract. The results shocked her completely. The landlord turned out to be the aunt she'd asked for directions that morning. In other words, the directions she'd gotten led straight to the aunt's own empty building. The girl felt like she'd walked into a huge village-wide scam. Just as she was about to back out, the aunt quickly explained that in this small fishing village, a person's face was their ID card. Nobody here cheated anyone. This pure honesty was something she, a city girl, couldn't even imagine. Seeing her hesitate, the man spoke plainly. The rent was cheap only because he wanted the elderly to have easy access to a dentist. It was fine if she didn't want the place. With that, he turned to leave, but the girl quickly stepped on his foot to stop him. This kind of simplicity was exactly what she'd been longing for. After signing the contract, he only charged her the minimum wage as agency fee, then asked if she needed renovation work. She rolled her eyes and said she had very high standards, but before she could finish speaking, the man pulled out a stack of qualification certificates, leaving her utterly dumbfounded. That night, the whole village came to gawk at the beautiful girl from the big city. Everyone was extremely curious about her. The man showed up too, but this time he acted as the neighborhood committee leader, strictly registering her personal information. Little did she know then that she would need his help later on, yet he put aside their past differences and helped her solve countless problems, helping her get to know everyone around her much faster. And as they spent time together, they came to know each other better and better.